I'm vlogging. It's boring. I'm Colleen. That's you, Mommy.
Well. In an interesting turn of events, my body's not working. Don't know what's happening, but I'm very annoyed with it. Let's do a little quick story time before I go to the hospital. Last night around dinner time, around 6 o'clock, I started feeling really weird, like really off. Like it just hit me. All of a sudden I felt tired. I felt nauseous, but not nauseous. Like I felt nauseous without having nausea, if that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense. But I just felt like my whole body felt like weak and weird. I didn't feel sick or like I was getting sick. I just felt weird. It honestly just felt like my body was shutting down. So I looked at Eric and I said, I think I have to go lay down. So I laid down, and as the night went on, I just got worse and worse. No fever, no cough, no sniffles, no itchy, watery eyes. The only symptom I had was like extreme fatigue. Like my muscles weren't working. Like my body just felt like goo. Like it's taking a lot of effort to talk, you know? And it got to the point where Eric was like, I need to take you to the hospital. This is weird. And I was like, no, I'm fine. But I literally couldn't move. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do their bath time. I couldn't do anything. I just laid in bed. And when I finally fell asleep, I was like, okay, I got to get up out of bed. Maybe I'll feel better if I'm just like doing something. So I was like, I'll wrap Christmas presents and edit. So I went downstairs and just literally got to the bottom of the stairs, sat down to start opening up packages. And when I did that, I was like exhausted. Like every time I opened a box, I'd have to like catch my breath. Felt like something was really wrong, to the point where I eventually just like laid on the floor and I couldn't get up. And I just felt like lethargic. I just felt like, bleh, but like didn't feel sick. I can't explain it. I know that sounds like I'm just explaining being sick. But I didn't feel sick. I just felt like my body, the muscles in my body and bones in my body aren't working. So I thought maybe I'm just overexhausted. I don't get enough sleep. Like I only sleep like a few hours at night. So I went to bed way earlier than I usually do. And I slept in all morning. I got probably 9 hours of sleep, which is probably the most sleep I've gotten in 6 years, honestly. I woke up still feeling the same way. The literal only symptoms that I have are like fatigue, exhaustion, and some parts of my stomach kind of are sore. Like up high though, like not deep below my stomach, like kind of like right under my rib cage is like a little bit sore. But my legs are super sore. Like it feels like I ran a marathon. I've never done that, but I assume that's what this feels like. I just feel like it hurts to move. Like even talking is taking so much energy. Like it's exhausting to just talk right now. So I called my doctor and I was like, hey, here's the deal. Maybe it's just a flu. I don't know, but I don't feel sick. And she was like, go to the hospital, please. I don't want to go to the hospital. I was like crying. I was like, no. Daisy wants to say hi. The last thing I want to do when I don't feel good is go have professionals tell me that I'm not sick and I'm crazy, because that's what I think in my own head. I'm like, am I making this up? Like, am I even sick? And I do this every time I'm sick or something's wrong. I tell myself in my head that I'm making it up. So that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm making it up that I'm sick and I'm just being dramatic. Even though I'm not, I don't think, but I don't know. I feel like that because doctors have gaslit me my whole life and told me that it was nothing. So like, I just know I'm gonna go to the hospital when I have no free time right now. I'm so busy, I have so much to do. And I'm just gonna be there for like a million hours for them to take all my money and tell me there's nothing wrong with me. But Eric wants me to go, my doctor wants me to go, so I'm gonna go. I don't know, I just feel like embarrassed and stupid, and so I just don't want to go. But it is so weird that my body's like not working. I thought maybe it was exhaustion or something, but like still today I'm like having a hard time moving and like doing anything. I was gonna go take my kids to see this like light display tonight. I was so excited. I bought tickets, and now I'm like not even gonna see my kids at all tonight because I'm gonna probably spend the night in the hospital. Frustrating. I'm gonna pee and I'm gonna go. Eric's in the car and he's been waiting in the car for 10 minutes for me, so I should go. Eric's like, I took a picture and he goes, oh, is that your thumbnail? I was like, no, I just wanted a picture. I was gonna send it to Rachel. And then he just said, Christmas in the hospital. Should that be the title? It's our second hospital we've been to. The first one, they're like, we can see you in 500 hours. And we said, no, we'll go somewhere else. So we're at a new hospital and we're waiting to see what they say. They're probably just gonna be like, just take an Advil and drink some water. I feel like they're gonna tell me there's nothing wrong. All right, it's been a few hours, and just as suspected, I am a dumb woman who does not know my own body. I literally did not want to come for this exact reason. I would rather suffer at home than come and sit for hours just to be told by a man that I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't. I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a doctor. And I'm very appreciative of doctors and their geniusness and their hard work and dedication. I just wish sometimes that they could talk to people with more kindness and empathy. I don't know. It just like, it's such an ick to be told that you're lying about how you're feeling. feeling. Like, girl, do you think I want to be here? Do you think I would come to the hospital if I thought I just had like a common cold? Like, be so for real. But then part of me is like, is this just a normal cold? And I like don't know what colds are. So obviously I'm being a bit dramatic right now, but this is what happened. We waited for a long time. The doctor came in and I told him what was going on, and he said, it sounds like a stomach bug. I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I haven't thrown up. I don't feel sick at all. My whole body is aches and pains. And he was like, yeah, it sounds like a stomach bug. To be the girl that comes in for a stomach bug, like to the hospital, like that's so embarrassing. But trust me, I hope it's just a stomach bug. I hope that that's all this is. That would be incredible if the only thing that was going on right now was a stomach bug. That would be incredible. I would way rather be embarrassed about going to the hospital for a stomach bug than this turn out to be something way worse and like dangerous and scary. You know what I mean? But anyway, the doctor was like, yeah, there's not really much we can do for a stomach bug. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm only here because my doctor really was pushing for me to get like some fluids and to get some blood work done just to rule other stuff out. And he's like, yeah, I mean, if it's as bad as you're saying it was, then I guess we could do some tests. But it was so like, oh, it made me feel so stupid. I don't want to be like inconveniencing anyone here, and I always feel like I'm inconveniencing everyone when I'm in a hospital. So they took a bunch of blood, and I guess we'll see if I'm just a big old liar, pants on fire, and it's not even that bad. My nurse just came in and hooked me up to a thing. Bye. Well, I'm home and I'm fine, and I have so much to update you on. So just as I suspected, I did not need to go to the hospital, and I wasted everyone's time, and I'm a drama queen. The doctors at the hospital were pretty confident that it was some sort of a stomach bug. I never threw up. I never got any other symptoms, just like extreme fatigue and shaky. I had a hard time catching my breath. I couldn't move. I just felt I had no energy at all. But Eric was concerned and my doctor was concerned because I have had random health issues this year where I'll randomly faint and panic attacks. We're trying to get all of my health stuff sorted, so they're like, just to be safe, you need to go and just get checked. So they did all my blood work there, checked everything, and they were just like, yeah, we think it's probably just a stomach bug. They didn't give me medicine or fluids or anything. They literally just like poked at me for a long time and then we're like, okay, go home. I went home. I still felt pretty horrible, but then at like midnight last night, all of a sudden I was like, oh, I feel great. And since then I have been completely fine. It hit me and I was honked out and miserable, and then it went away like that. It was really weird. So the only symptom I have now is embarrassment, that I feel like I wasted the time of the doctors at the hospital and I wasted my time yesterday. I could have just been in bed, but I guess it's better safe than sorry. I'm glad I listened to my doctor who said to go and get checked, but I just don't like inconveniencing anyone, and I felt like an inconvenience there. But now I'm just hoping and praying. Oh my God, I really hope my kids don't get it. I really, really, really hope my kids don't get it, because that was miserable. And it's always a little bit defeating when you feel so horrible and a doctor says, it's probably just a flu. You're probably fine. Because that's true. It was just a flu, and thank goodness it was just the flu and it wasn't anything more serious. But it just like makes me feel like this weak loser, because I'm like, oh, I feel so terrible and it's just a flu. Like, I don't know, I just felt so embarrassed and I felt so weak and lame that like other people can just like handle a flu, but I was so miserable. I don't know, I guess I just am a drama queen, and I hate that about myself when it comes to illnesses, because I don't want to freak anyone out or make anyone think that something is worse than it is. Like, I truly wait until the last second where I think something really horrible is happening before I would go and get help. And I try to convince myself the whole time that I'm sick, that I'm not sick, so that I don't inconvenience anybody. And even with all of that, I still feel like I inconvenience people by going to the hospital when I probably should have just stayed at home and just stayed in bed. I'm fine now. I feel completely 100%. Everyone in my family seems to be healthy and good. I'm still gonna obviously lay low for a couple of days here at the house. I don't want to infect anyone with my infections. Yeah, we never set up our little Christmas village, so I think we're gonna do that tonight. I might do some rocks. I don't know. Not very interesting content. Might have been more interesting if I was at the hospital more injured, but I'm not. I'm just a drama queen. All right, goodbye. Looks great, Flynn. Great job.
I love you.
I love you too.
Wait, look.
You wanna put that up there too?
Yeah.
Sure.
So we made a little town right over there, and I'm gonna show you it. Starting with the Christmas tree house. It has its little Christmas trees. And it has this little guy right there. And over here, we have the piano shop. And over here is my favorite of all of them, the biggest cookie shop. It has real work stuff. And guys are actually looking in it. Like, it actually has gears. This is definitely my favorite. And the pizza shop. And over here is the other cookie shop. Last but not least, the bread shop. Okay, well that's the end. This whole village. This is the Christmas tree shop.
Oh, amazing.
Right now, the little raccoons are just still in the trash.
Oh, right.
You're at that age.
Hey,
Something done in front.
now over here is the piano shop.
Oh, piano shop.
And here is my favorite, the biggest, the cookie shop. But look, it actually works.
Oh, they're like making cookies in there.
And look, here's the, I think, mold?
Yeah, it could be mold.
No, not mold.
Smells like mold.
Oh, what'd you say?
I meant like it was a mold, like a mold to make something.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understand. I understand. No, sorry.
And over here's the ice skating rink. And
What's that?
over here is the pizza shop.
Pizzeria. Ooh.
And over
That
here's
sounds
the
good.
other cookie shop.
Well, and they have coffee too, it says.
And far away up in the mountains,
Oh, look at that house.
they live in the mountains. And here is the bread shop. Hey, there's a pug.
You love pugs.
So obviously I need to do some advent before we go, and obviously Daisy heard me vlogging and had to come running. Hello. Did I do the 17th yet? I don't even know if I did the 17th. I didn't! Oh my god, I'm 3 days behind. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Back in the olden days when we had one computer for the whole household and it was in the living room, this is what I would color on. This is the screen that would pop up, and this was like the clip art kind of. It wasn't clip art, what was this called? I don't remember what this was called, but oh my god, Daisy, really. Just seeing this is like, oh my god, flashbacks of crazy memories. Paint, I think it was called Paint. Does anyone else remember this? Anyway, this is like little post-it notes. How cool is this? I love this. And I'm doing 18, which was yesterday, the hospital day. Oh my gosh, retro. A little Game Boy with grape flavored candy. Grape flavor is my favorite flavoring for candy. Oh my gosh, they look like the little controller buttons. Not much flavor, honestly. I can taste the grape a little bit, but not much. Kind of tastes like if I were to eat perfume. So not very good, but this is very cute, isn't it? I need to spit this out. 19, 19, where is 19? There it is. It's a Tamagotchi! I am so excited about this Tamagotchi! Okay, this isn't an original Tamagotchi, it's like a new version of it, but it looks like I have a little bunny rabbit. That's my little pet bunny. Oh, I can have a chicken? Bok? Come on, I've gotta have a me and Bok. There's a whale though. A lion? A seahorse dinosaur? I don't know. Porcupine. A shrimp? Oh my god, so many options. The Tamagotchi growing up was literally just like a little alien looking thing. I legitimately have no clue what that is. I think I've gotta do the chicken just because of the me and Bok thing that's been going around these days. So I'm gonna do the me and Bok. Oh my god, I could name it Jim, May, Sue. Oh my god, you can name it. This is way more advanced than what I had. What do I name Bok? Why can't I name it Bok? Don't have many options. I feel like I need to name it Jim because I like Uncle Jim. I mean, Bob's pretty good because Bob is close to Bok. Bob Bok? I gotta go with Bob Bok because that's just so ridiculous. There he is, there's Bob Bok. Me and Bok. I'll keep you updated on Bob Bok, but I'm gonna call it a day for now. See you guys tomorrow or someday. I don't know.